Buyers back in the ES. They back up to 73s. Nice shave up there, Jack. Right up over right up right view app. 6884 or so.
Yes.
That was I'm still thinking about those 75, that 6875 call you made last week on Friday. Oh, this is a fan. This is my question right here. Brendan in the chat. Is this Top Step TV or Food Network? I don't know why you're asking that, but I love the question. New highs gold. 48,
We're cooking.
4181. Oh, we're cooking. Oh, well done. See, where over
Braden's
my head.
carving.
You got
Brain's
that. You got
Yeah, oh, well done, man. That was a good one. Not my
that.
bad. I
Was
messed that up. Thank you, Jack. That was a good one. New highs gold. 4182. That was clever. Right over my head. 6875. Okay.
25,600, man. Got a few
Break
gray
this.
hairs.
Come on, gold. Pushing
Yeah, it's
higher.
so
New
annoying.
highs.
I was trading on my stream, Dakota. Then I checked out slow markets. I like watched it back. We had taken the same gold trade, and I was talking the exact same trade. It's kind of funny. You shorted like what 40s down past 30s or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
There we go.
dude, and I know it's slow markets and the price action, you're not expecting the price action to be as nice, but I was like, this moves so clean compared to NQ. You know what I mean?
What we're seeing here,
It's
yeah.
like it was a clean,
Yeah.
yeah.
New lows.
It was clean
ES.
20-point sell off, but NQ will wick you out a million times before you get a move sometimes.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Slow
here we
market
go.
is
Here
Overnight
we go.
lows
here
in
the
the
best.
Yep.
Slow market's the best. Let's get this.
Gold cooking again. Food Network gold. 641.86.
Little NASDAQ hold.
New lows ES. 68.67. NASDAQ is being a bit more stubborn. How long can the buyers hold this?
Cut it.
All right. We got NQ testing session lows again. Apart from the entry being so good, what I really like is this the risk management, that stop placement above the pivot off of 630s, right? Because you had like a bearish range form. Buyers tried to break out and above 600s, and sellers stepped back in. That causes a pivot. And I was watching the pivot on the tick chart. That's why I like the tick chart. Like Dakota uses it too. You can see that. You can see that pivot on this screen at 628, and then sellers drag it back down into the range. So for me, like if we retest and break above, we're just going to run at that point. So that's where the stop goes, and we're breaking lows now.
Here we are.
Nice.
There's the break of lows.
I want to break
I'm
that
gonna try to
trade down
cut-
again. But go ahead. Let's let
Yep.
this trade play out. I want you to show that pivot. Go
Well,
full
let's
screen.
see.
But
We know notoriously NQ can V shape off of like the slightest little low day break. So let's just watch the price action here, and we'll look to cover
Cut
some.
it.
I'm up about 3,000.
You're cooked, Braden. You're cooked. Get out.
I'm gonna cover some here in the 40s.
Nice trade. More selling coming in here. New low 68.62. Yes, 25,536. Damn.
Covered one.
All you, my man. Damn.
Covered one. Let's get it, chat. Like it up. Come on.
That is down almost 3%.
Come on. Like it up, chat. Let's get it. What do we have? Let's
Not
go.
enough.
Let's get 750 likes. Come on.
Tell him. Come on, Braden.
This is
Tell
for
him,
free
Braden.
on YouTube. This is for free on YouTube. No paid Discord access here. Let's go.
Thank you, Braden. Bottoming out at I got through those 68.70s in the ES. 68.60 new lows there. Crude $58.96. Brand new lows. Nice trade. Braden again. Braden short from 650, 25,650. Looking about a 100-point finger.
I'm gonna cover 5 there. In fact, let's just cover it all. $2,577 trade. Let's go.
Trade.
Nice
Braden.
work.
Braden, well done. If if you don't mind, can you go full screen? If these markets kind of show, can you go full screen and show that pivot, that bounce off those 626s that gave you conviction to move your stop there? You were taking a little heat on the trade, but you saw the buyers fail up at 626. Can you really zoom in and show our traders what
Okay,
you were talking about? What gave you the conviction to stay short in this thing?
let's go. So 650s. We'll just use this red line. This was my entry, right? Um, we have a good entry right here. If you're looking to play the continuation through low of day, that's you tried a couple times with a tight risk. Like I tried it here, got stopped. Tried it here, got stopped. Okay, finally got the entry and started to see some validation of the trade on the sell back under 600s. Right, markets kind of rebalance here, and this is just the consolidation that you can sometimes see. Not every trade's going to run exactly to your target. That's just how the markets move, ebbs and flows. So a little bit consolidation right here. Kind of had a battle. Buyers and sellers kind of had a battle at 600s. And so for me, we're looking for obviously in a continuation trade, some type of lower high, right? If it's a sell, some type of lower high has to get put in for us to go lower. And so you're kind of watching this range here, like this bearish channel, and you have buyers attempt to bring it up, kind of a fake out because they get rejected at 628. And I was watching it, as we kind of broke above 615, 620s, we come up to 628 and sellers step in. And as you see this start to accelerate back down into this range, okay, then the target obviously is to break the equal lows of the range eventually. But seeing that selling, right, seeing that selling validation is enough for me to go, okay, if buyers can, right, on the sell off, if buyers bring it back up above 628, this starts to look more like a valid breakout to the upside. So let me just put the risk there, looking for, as we retest this range of break at the lows, which is what you'd want to see um, in just a sell through low of day, kind of a sell through low of day trade. And so that's what it is. But the tick chart is nice to see those orders kind of, see what the reaction looks like around certain levels, kind of get a closer look. And whenever you're managing trades like really tight and scaling in and managing trades really tight, it's important to have the tick chart. I think Dakota will tell you that too, because Dakota does that. Like he'll watch a tick chart, and like I said, that's how I started to kind of learn how to use the tick chart a little bit.
Nice.
Because you can manage
Also, you
trades
might have
really tight and
tagged the
scale
lows
into them
there
aggressively. I think I did. I mean, that's what
Seriously,
NQ
because
does, right? Gotta
look,
get
we're
out
we're
sometimes.
we're
look
we're
at
basically scratching our long trade right now. So
you're looking
I
real
mean,
good,
that's
Brandon.
NQ
That
for you.
that break. Let's you put that in your highlight reel right there. That was
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
uh, nice
Mm.
trade. We look at that wick bottoming out at 25,528. They popped it. We're back 60 points higher right now. Yeah, that was fantastic stuff, Brain. Thank you for doing that. Absolutely fantastic. Click subscribe, click like bell. Getting the goods right now. Getting the absolute
That's why
goods
you.
right now. Uh,
That's why you follow your
just
so please
process.
rally to the highs.
Or
Follow your own
free.
process.
yeah. Do people charge for this stuff? Yeah, I hear people say
Dude,
we
people
get this for
charge for
free.
this. People charge for a lot less than this stuff. Y'all know that. I mean, the whole industry is a bunch of
What?
scammers and stuff like that.
Oh, what? Oh,
Well,
yeah. Well,
that's
we're
just what it
not.
is.
Brain's not. I mean,
Tainted.
we're good people. I love it. Real trades, real transparency, real viewers, real subscriber count, no bots.
I charge.
We're seeing. Remember, you were looking at chasing crude, Braden. You're like, that was the trade that got away from you.
Was
Then
that?
you're like, no, crude's in the rearview mirror. Get
Yeah.
that crude out of here, man. You're a Nasdaq trader.
Yeah, you could have gotten in too, but that you want to try to be
Keep
getting in
pushing.
on retracements as much as possible instead of just selling into and it'll work. It'll reward you too sometimes when you do that, but it's not a good habit. Try to get in on retracements.
Okay.
All right, Andre, we are green.
Look at that.
Barrel.
We are green. Well, there's so much going on.
Indeed.
So much going on. And we got gold popping higher here. I see Gabe's beautiful face back there. Let's take a quick recap of some of these prices. With the initial balance high and low in already. We have gold trading 41.88. We got ES trading 68.71. A 10-point bounce off the lows there. Nice trade, Braden. Crude continuing to grind lower. No, no. Let's just bring Gabe in right now. I'm still waiting. Gabe, come on in. Let's do some P&Ls and payouts from yesterday. Our funded P&Ls and payouts. Come on in, Gabe. Happy Wednesday, man. Markets are cooking.
Hey, man. Yeah, happy Wednesday. Great trading so far this morning. Happy to run through some stats here with you guys for yesterday. We got some live funded traders that were up big yesterday and also took some money to the bank, as we always like to see. Let's go ahead and highlight a few. Got the top 5 payouts from yesterday, November 11th trade date. Got Ines took home about $29,500 yesterday. We got Lichen, $24,280. Arthur, a little under 17,000. We got Manuel, 11,700, and then Alfredo, $9,400. All taken out of their live funded accounts. Real profits, real P&Ls, straight to the bank. And then here are your top 5 live funded P&Ls from yesterday. We got Dan T up there trading away, locked in about $9,300. We got Samuel, in addition to taking the payout, he also locked in an $8,200 winning day. We got Gia, $7,400. Live Mike Trader, $3,800. And Carlos, a nice $3,600 day. So lots of great performances across the board yesterday. I'm sure there was some red, as there always are, two sides to the coin, but just highlighting a few that absolutely killed it yesterday in those live events. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys. Back to you, Dre, and these markets.
All right, cool. Thank you, Jack. Hold it down. I'll BRB. Dakota jumped. Hold on, Dakota. Dakota, we lose Dakota.
He'll be back, I imagine.
All right, a couple minutes. There we go. Jack, hold it down. I'll be back in 5. Nice trading there. Jack, you're still in trade. BRB.
Yeah, no problem. Andre's got the furnacemen there, and they wait for nobody. We're hanging out right now just below the oft-mentioned 6850 level in the SPX. Braden, are there any other markets that you're looking at now, or are you kind of over it now that you had that great trade?
Well, we're definitely going to probably size down, protect the capital that we have made today, the profits we made today. Gold's obviously, there's still markets moving. There's no lack of that. Usually you would start to see the volume dry up a little bit. Crude, I'm still interested in a break of the lows at 58s, 80s. It's just like, have we done too much today? Are we going to start to chop around here a little bit is the question. NQ still kind of reversing to the upside. There's a lot. We're going to keep our eyes out for it.
All right, Dakota, welcome back. What are you seeing?
Yeah. Is low and day in now?
I hope so. We're still long here. Yeah, Palants are now at 4%. Some of the quantums getting crushed. So some of the more speculative names there. Everything in the Mag 7 by the definition of the Mag 7 is down right now. But Broadcom, the 8th member, the 8th beetle, is up 1.25% right now. VIX 1764, 10-year. Let's see what's moving with that Bostock announcement. 10-year, yeah, yields down a little bit, 4.07. Selling off a little bit here. So have you flipped full bear here, Dakota, or are you still looking for any dips?
No, I'm still looking for long opportunities, but I just haven't seen one yet. I was kind of thinking we might come down to yesterday's low and maybe test, 490s and find a reversal. Still possible. I'm just watching, waiting for opportunity. I'm not I'm not too excited to be jumping in on this price action just yet. Soon.
I don't love that we went up and tested that 68.75 level and kind of bounced off of it. But small size, wide stops, a little bit of a juke there to the downside. Coming up on what I have as the high volatility level here, 68.40 in the SPX would be 68.65.
Let's just go see if we go back down and test the lows. Man, I like that run and right back up. But like I said before, just looking at the Mag 7 or our Hateful 8, just looks like NASDAQ be 50 points lower from here.
We are seeing just a seesaw of vibes right now, from the end of last week being like AI's dead, it's over, to Monday being like, no, it's back and better than ever, and then today it's like, no, maybe not.
Emotions are a hell of a thing in these markets.
They sure are. You got
We're
Nvidia
trying to
swinging
figure out if
hundreds of
Michael
billions of
Burry was
dollars.
right.
Well, people cannot read that statement, right? He was already wrong. He might eventually be right, but that was a report of what he already had on. Um, maybe he added
Oh
more of the
yeah.
highs, but I think his
Yeah,
Palantir puts were back
Oh,
when Palantir was trading 180. Now it is, after the big drop today,
around
trading
183 half.
183. Okay, so he's probably lost some theta on those bad boys.
he's been like short. I feel like he's been short like once a year. He always talks about he's short, the indexes.
I
It,
understand his view on Palantir. I don't know about the rest of the market, but
I
we'll see.
I do too. Let's put it that way. What I want to say about that doesn't mean like it's obviously a spectacular like company. Their numbers are fantastic, but yeah, it's still trading at over 100 times price to sales, which historically, like, no company I believe has of anywhere near that size has ever done it for that long. That
NASDAQ
being said,
back.
Burry gets pressed for his shorts, but his fund has obviously been very long the whole time, because their performance would be total DS if they were short all the time.
Yeah, I mean, a
Wait, he has
headline that
another
says
fund.
Michael
He has
Burry's
another.
long. Go ahead.
He has another fund. He's like he has another hedge fund.
I don't know the
I thought he had
specifics of it, or if it's like a family
Ion.
office, but that's the reason that we know about these things, is because they had the file,
Okay.
and then
Michael
people
Burry's
got over their
short.
skis and announced they were all reporting the notional value of the puts instead of how
I
much
know, I
premium
seen
he
that.
bought. So that was just, they're like, he's short $1 billion. It's like, nah,
I mean, that's the thing, Jack,
very
right?
small
It's like
fraction.
whatever sells views, right? Michael Burry, you got the name, you got the direction, and then you got some big, huge number on the notional value. That's a headline.
Yeah. So that just means that it would be $1 billion if Palantir went to zero, which is unlikely, because, as I mentioned, it is a company with a lot of value. It's just a question of how much.
Whatever someone's willing to
Gotta
pay.
watch The Big Short tonight.
Next year at this time, you might be watching The Big Short. Squeeze.
I don't know. Yeah, I think there's a lot better shorts out there.
What's a
How
better
many
short in your
months did
opinion?
he have? How many months of premium did he have, like, that he could still pay before his hedge fund like went under? Like, he was really close, right? Before he like ran out of money to pay
So
the
I haven't
premiums for the.
read the book. I've only seen the movie, so I don't know what's creative license versus. So we could look it up.
Oh yeah. They said he had like a couple months before he didn't have any capital to pay the premiums on the credit default swaps.
Right. And that's why, too, there's such a survivorship bias in, those stories and books, because there's probably a bunch of people. They kind of, the narrative isn't quite right. People seem to look back and be like, nobody knew about this. But you can see articles from like the New Yorker a year or two before the crash, laying out pretty much exactly what's going on. Right. Um, And that's one of the things people point to now. It's like, there can't be a bubble because everyone thinks there's a bubble. It's, well, a lot of people thought there was a bubble then too.
This is going. NQ is going here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I don't love it.
That's a pattern you
Yeah.
see I'm not gonna dig in too much on it, but that is a pattern. Like I had a gold trade the other. If you guys pull up my screen, there's something to this. When you have like a whole bunch of red candles print on whatever time frame chart in a market that's already kind of selling or that's just trying to figure itself out, like you have a group of red candles, and then it'll just pick up volume
You
and dump
you took
like
that
that
trade
down
in
channel.
crude oil last week, something similar. I remember you mentioning that, where we have a bunch of little candles and then we dumped on crude, and it was just being
That
very
was
stubborn.
gold, but that was gold.
Was it okay?
That was
It's something
gold.
similar.
Yeah,
Yeah, you like that pattern.
but yeah, I don't really even know what to call it, but you just see that a lot. Like a slow methodical sell, and then it'll just pick up volume. And it
Yeah,
usually is like a whole bunch of red candles.
all right, Nasdaq new session lows maybe.
Let's see how we react here.
Bitcoin is kind of dumping as well, closer to that 100,000 level.
Yeah, it is tapped on there so many times and been unable to break it. I think there could be a void down there below if we actually get through it.
I still like these 490s, 480s in the Nasdaq.
Like the lows?
Yeah. It's yesterday's lows, and I like just a retest of that. Trying to hold these
Well, I got
540s.
small size and a nice wide stop. And if it takes us, I don't mind ever being long these days. What else we got going on? Yeah, Mag 7 not looking good.
No, it's been red. It's been about
Pound.
like this all morning, which is just why I'm saying Nasdaq is impressively holding the 600s here.
Hmm.
Go retest and break through these lows.
The Bongo asks, does it count as filling a gap if the entire gap is does it only count if the entire gap is filled, or does it count as long as it enters any part of the gap? I mean, they can be partially filled, but it's got to close the whole gap to be officially closed and done. Or at least that's how I put it. Dakota, any thought on that?
Yeah. I think what we've seen on this week, right, where we had kind of a partial filled, it filled like what 25% of maybe half of this gap. It's less likely. I'm a firm believer that if we gap up, it's not always going to be filled. If we gap down, yeah, it's more likely to get filled just because these equities have a bullish um, momentum, always hitting all-time highs, basically. So I like that. I like the idea that gap down gets filled more than gap ups. And then if we fill at least half of it, then it's less likely. But if we don't fill any of it, then I mean, it all comes down to probabilities and odds and statistics. I've lost a lot of money playing for gap fills, and gaps never fill it. I mean, look at what was that one from like a week ago? It took over. I mean, look at this. We didn't fill this gap here in the Nasdaq from October 24th. That's a big gap, and we didn't fill any of it until I mean, how long was it? A week?
Yeah,
Yeah.
to fill it completely. That what you're mentioning there is the purple box that I have on my chart right now, but for the ES.
All right. So everyone has their opinions about gaps. Will they get filled? How often? Is 50%? Is 25%? At the end of the day, to me, it doesn't really matter. Um, if we do start to fill it, it gives you a decent target and it will allow you a decent stop loss for profits and risk management. That's about it.
Yeah, look at how painful. If we go to my charts really quick, I mean, if you're going for complete gap fills and you're all in, all out, look at how painful some of these attempts to fill the gap would have been,
Oof.
especially this
Yeah,
one. And this is why the scaling out or like gap purists. Now it did eventually fill, but it had like 3 really good down thrusts into it before it finally did.
let's see if we could break through these lower days here in the NASDAQ. Back down testing them.
All right. Slight bounce there.
Someone says, is Dakota chasing gaps? No, we just asked the question. Ask the question. Oh, what a day. What a day.
Excellent trade earlier from Braden.
I'm not seeing longs just yet.
Crude has
Back
still got a ton of
above.
momentum.
What are you seeing in crude?
I'm seeing it test that low at 84 and not really seeing a response from buyers. Fall off a cliff on the hourly. I mean, this thing could just continue flushing. There's really nothing stopping it. You need to see something here at 58.80s. Maybe would get short if we can get back above like 59. See a little bit of move through 59, maybe 10, 15, so then some exhaustion, maybe an exhaustion wick. Get short, stop it very tight, and then just look for it to continue lower. Maybe that happens tonight though. Maybe that doesn't happen this session.
Does anyone have access to the Dow? I do not in my live account here.
Me neither. What else do you get? What
What's
is it?
the,
C-bot? C? What data is it, or what exchange is it?
what's the symbol?
YM?
Tells you how much we traded. What's the Dow symbol?
I would get the data for it, but outside of the Dow, what else can you trade with the data?
Here's the Dow. Here, I got it up. I have it up. Man, that now we know what they were talking about. That just huge freaking rally while the Nasdaq was selling off. What were we looking at the Dow for?
Well, it hit all-time highs, I believe, earlier. There's just been like a huge kind of blowout rotation the last 2 days between
Oh yeah,
the Dow and the NQ especially, like more so than the RTY. So it seems like people are rotating into kind of the larger cap non-tech stocks. Your Goldman Sachs, your JP Morgans, your
It did
Sherwin
something.
Williams.
New lows, eh?
Hmm.
Hello. Euro close.
Yeah, we
is
hear
a
ya.
20. Hello. What's up? Look at gold. I saw you guys looking at the Dow chart. Yep, making new all-time highs there. Gold. New session highs 41.92. $2 off of that right now. Crude continuing to grind lower. Euro close, bottom of the hour.
Andre,
Yes.
your absence. I think your absence shows everybody how good of a commentator narrator you are, actually.
I know. We were.
Why? What
So
happened?
quiet
up.
without Andre. You're just so quiet without
We're
Andre.
in awe of the market.
What
It's the
symbol is the
markets.
Dow? What symbol is the Dow?
Oh, really? YM. YM.
I know.
Yeah.
We just
Like, why am I looking this up? It's a
YMCA.
boomer index.
Oh, wow. I got that joke. I got that joke. That's pretty good. We got, what do we got here? Bottom of the hour. Waiting for next up. Did Bescent conclude? Still no deal. Yeah. Still waiting for the deal
Nothing,
in
yeah.
Washington, D.C. Again, gold up about $50, $50 in the last 50 minutes. $50, 50 minutes. Gold
We're almost to
trading.
4,200.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Man, don't you love it when just gold goes the way you want it to?
What took so long? I mean, yeah, it was definitely 41.93's new highs there.
No.
Crude. Take a look at crude. Heard Coach Ray in opening call talk about being bearish in crude. Crude just grinding lower. Let's take a look. Last 2 hours, crude down about $1.40. $1.40. Steve R. We've been giving love to the YM all morning. I was looking for you.
Yeah, you just missed it.
Looking for you earlier.
We just clown on it like you clown on your good friends.
That's right.
Yeah. Right, NASDAQ testing the lows again. Will NASDAQ break? I'm looking for 490s.
You short, Dakota?
I'm going to take a short here in the NASDAQ. 2 micros, short, 547 hoop.
547. 547.
Adding to it.
Okay, here we go.
Gonna add to it again. Let's see if we could get this. This is a momentum breakdown trade.
We get a push lower here. How many short, Dakota?
6 from 43.
6 from 4.3. Okay.
All right, let's get it.
3 from 43. I got lows at 528. Last trade 534. He's short. He's short. ES closing in.
All right.
About 2 points off the lows there. Starting to see the ladder in the NQ pick up.
Okay. Let's go.
Yep.
Test it.
It's like Braden's trade, just very stubborn to the downside. All right, so we got Euro close about 24 minutes.
Yeah, we didn't do it. We did not. We did not. I'll set it back up again. If we can, but no, I didn't like that rejection. It was
cut.
And look,
Nice cut. Nice
here we go.
cut. Nice cut.
Yep. For a breakout or breakdown trade, it needs to go. It needs to go now. And when we don't, then
Nice
that's what happens.
I saw a little pop there in the ES as well, about 5 points or so. The NASDAQ a little bit more, about 30-point pop. Last trade in NASDAQ, 25,557. House count still in this trade? Jack?
Same as it ever was.
Okay. Micros.
Yeah.
Gold
Small
now
size.
grinding higher. Wow, look at that. Brains remind me a little bit of your trade.
I already forgot about it, to be honest with you, Andre.
Oh, did you really? Okay. I mean, hey.
Yeah.
On to the
What did
next
we do
one.
earlier?
You know exactly what you did. That was fantastic. It's stubborn. Gold grind higher.
Bitcoin spots in the 101 handle right now.
Oh, really? Oh, is that trade back?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it is. Look at that.
Just looking at my charts, and I'm Sometimes I get so overboard with all the lines I draw on these dang charts. It's like, what are half of these mean? You remember it at the moment, like why you drew it, and I'm like, okay. I forget to go clean up my workstation a little bit. Like I probably get rid of that one and that one.
That was like
You
Jack.
gotta
Didn't
clean
you
it
have
up
like?
as the market moves.
What's up?
Didn't Jack do that? You have just one random line on there, and then like a month later, it's still working out.
We're always around it. Like it just constantly is there. Oh, sorry, my MES I have something different, but if I go to my ES, yeah, the one line is just always around it.
And that's what you're. That's what happens to you, Braden, or is it just messy? Or do those lines play out?
No, mine are much like shorter time frame lines, just kind of like what we might see on the day to day. And I've only just started drawing them out, but yeah, even something as simple as just having a line to like understand where levels are in the higher time frame. But yeah, no, we usually clear them and then they don't bear as much significance, so I need to go back and like remove them half the time.
Mm.
Like hourly lows, hourly highs, good enough for me. I think I marked out the gap on the hourly at 220, 220. Things like that.
Makes sense.
This
All right, we
this market
you're
still feels heavy.
it does. It
Does
does. It's not just breaking down like we saw right off the opening bell in the New York session. We got 21 minutes till the London close, the Euro close here. We'll see if there might be some profit taking.
Slow bleed type of vibe. I'm one micro short, ton of room because the price action is not super clean to the downside. But I'd like to stair step down for a break under 500. So one micro, giving it a ton of room, only risking 150 bucks on it.
I clicked the
What
button
price?
the same time you did. I thought that was mine. I'm short 5 micros from 545.
545, short five. Braden, short. What price are you short from?
45, 44.75.
40.
The same. Yeah, when I hit order filled, I thought that was my platform because that's exactly when I clicked it.
We got to wait. James
Mm.
might be making some new lows here.
Yeah, I
New
guess
lows.
I wonder what the thought is to that because, like I said, went back and watched your slow market segment, and we took pretty much the same trade. You know, the 40s into the 20s, and then pretty much cut it. We do that often.
Price action, man. You use the 100 tick too, right?
Yeah, or like the 500.
Woo. All right.
There
More
it
stuff coming
goes.
There
here.
we go.
There we go. New lows,
I'm gonna
NASDAQ.
cover and try to re-insert.
Okay, nice winner there.
All right, I'm looking for a little bit more. There we go. Let's see if we get these 19s. I'd like to see 490s.
Look out below. 25,513. ES 6856. Both lows. Look at this. Bitcoin selling off as well. We got here something down here. Nope. Remember that 2,500 lot in the ES up at 68.82. Nice fill. And just like that. Braden, you took your profits, correct? Or did you get in with more? Oh, lost Braden. Braden's
Yeah, I just took it off. I'm here.
Okay, sounds. Grinding lower in MBT, grinding lower in crude. New lows in crude, 58.74 now.
I'm still in it.
Okay.
With one
Sure,
micro
5.
as a trailer. Looking for 490s.
490s. All right.
Yeah, that's a good trade there. I didn't really take it off for any technical reason other than, slow price action. Not sure if we're going to get follow through, but this looks good for Dakota.
It does. We're about to be out of this trade if it breaks the lows again here. Hope and a prayer.
And I'll just trail this on the 100 tick. This is what I was looking for. Finally.
Here we go.
More.
Catch up.
More. All right, NASDAQ looked at
All right,
test.
we're out. We lost $300 on 4 MES.
ES trades 68 54 core. New lows put in there. NASDAQ. We're going to test these 25,500s. About 3 points to go to the downside. Dakota trailing the stop with the runner.
Yep. CYA is at 511. All right, I'm out.
Yeah, get in there and buy now, guys.
Are the lows in now?
Yeah, I don't think I don't think that I was married to that trade. That's just where my stop was the whole time. And as things have generally been going up, I'm fine with that.
It's up to the risk. All right. We'll make another push. Everyone's flat, correct? Flat, flat, flat.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, Top Step TV. You got a hell of a fast markets going on right now. We got more coming though on Top Step TV. So what is it? I'm gonna throw it to my main man, James. James, come on in. Markets are rocking, but tell the peeps what we got on deck today and some news.
Absolutely, Andre. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another day of Toss Up TV. And of course, that means another day of me telling you what social media sites you need to go to. Today, we're talking about X, formerly known as Twitter. I'm sure you know about it. It is the wild west of the social platforms out there. Lots of goofy characters and fun antics happening on X. And why aren't you joining us? All right, if you're not on X, you're missing out. Not only on the Toss Up TV X account will you find highlight reels and best of clips. If we have any giveaways, you can find information on them there. You can also get the latest schedules, who's on when, and a look at next week's programming early if you follow Tops Up TV on X. So we're going to go ahead and drop a link in the chat. I want you to click on it and then give us a follow and stay locked in on everything going on the Tops Up TV X. And while you're there, go ahead and give our core account, Top Step, a follow Michael, and of course, you can follow our new Ask Top Step Help account. You can find all those things on any of our accounts. So go ahead and click on the link to get started and give us a follow today. Now, later today at 12 p.m. today, that's right, there is no shoulder tap today. Shoulder tap will be back tomorrow. Instead, group coaching is going on earlier. Group coaching starts at 12 p.m. Central Time today. And today we have, let me pull this up so make sure I don't mess it up. Today, we are joined by Coach Robert, Hoop, and I believe Gabe. That's right. Gabe, Coach Robert, and Hoop will all be here at noon to make sure that you are set straight for group coaching. If you have any trading questions, any programming questions, any Top Step X questions, our resident Top Step X expert, Coach Robert, will be here today to answer those for you. If you've seen Coach Robert on Top Step TV in the past, you know that he's a wealth of information and he's ready to share it with you. So if you have any platform questions, we're going to drop a link in the chat. Go ahead and click on it. This is your group coaching question submission form. Filling out this form ensures that your question gets in front of our panel's eyes, and then you have more of a likely chance of hearing it read live. So click on it, fill it out, be back here at noon today for group coaching. Be sure to get here early. There's no shoulder tap. And with that, before I send it back to the guys, I got a quick news break for you guys. An end to what is now the longest U.S. government shutdown in history is in sight. GOP leaders believe lawmakers will end the stalemate this week, as a funding bill approved by the Senate is on its way to the House for approval, and is ultimately one step closer to arriving on President Donald Trump's desk for a signature. Sherelle Hubbard has more.
For the millions of Americans feeling the shutdown pain, the end may finally be near. The House is expected to vote on the Senate's deal to end the government shutdown on Wednesday.
The bill as amended is passed.
On Monday night, the Senate voted to approve a funding measure to reopen the federal government. Ahead of the Senate vote, President Donald Trump pledged to sign off on the plan when or if it reaches him.
I'll abide by the deal. The deal is very good.
But not everyone believes that the deal Democrats agreed to, which won't include an extension of Affordable Care Act subsidies, is a good one.
We should have kept the pressure on.
A small band of Senate Democrats voted with Republicans. They agreed to join the vote without securing their party's demand to guarantee those subsidies, which help millions of Americans afford health insurance. Some on the left raising questions about the Democratic Party's effectiveness going forward.
We can't afford to have a divided opposition party in this moment.
The deal to end the shutdown includes jobs restored for thousands of federal workers fired during the shutdown, protections against mass federal layoffs through the end of the fiscal year, back pay for furloughed workers, and funding for SNAP benefits through the 2026 fiscal year. I'm Sherelle Hubbard reporting.
So still no deal. Still waiting for the house. Still waiting for the house. Question in the chat: will we get CPI tomorrow? Looks like it's unlikely. Unlikely. That PPI scheduled for Friday looks unlikely. So,
I mean, it spice some things up if the bill doesn't get passed tonight.
what day is it? What day are we on?